is like gaslighting, like a serial gaslighter.
Serial gaslighter.
And then one person is just a serial overreactor. Mm-hmm. Who's the more crazy person?
Well, so that like typically people with borderline personality disorder pursues relationships with individuals who cause chaos because they're so used to their life being in chaos.
Which would make sense because when everything is peaceful, they don't want peace.
No.
They want problems. Always.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Shirley Dor
and Cirocobama. It's your audio besties here, and this is Not That Podcast.
Not That Podcast. Every Tuesday, we're sharing personal stories and giving advice
on mental wellness, sexual pleasure, relationships, and pretty much whatever the hell we want.
La Felicia à tout le monde.
Amen. It's almost Easter Sunday.
How do you translate that?
Peace be with you.
Peace. Peace of the Lord be with you.
The way that people say it at church is peace be with you.
Yeah,
but then it's not the peace of the Lord be with you.
And also with you.
Amen. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Shirley Dor and Cirocobama. And this is Not That Podcast.
It is not the podcast you thought it was.
I hope you figured that out by now. Like, literally, it's not the podcast that you thought it was.
Mm-hmm. We do this for the views.
For the views. Mm-hmm. So you earlier heard Ciroc talking about cereal, but not the cereal that we eat, but like cereal. Spell it out. Cereal. So today, we are going to get into a discussion that we started on Twitter that I feel like we need to finally address. Allegedly.
Well, if we don't say, if we don't cite any sources, just automatically assume everything that we say is allegedly, because there's a lot of Neanderthals out there who just be getting upset over things that we say as if we are saying it as it's fact.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something right now. I'm not an academic scholar. Okay? I only do math. Everything else I'm not sure. And I can't do math from the top of my head. I still need to calculate.
But if you read our show notes, we're not just opinionated. We're experts. Unless we say it's an opinion.
Yeah, unless we say it's an opinion.
So,
allegedly.
So I had asked on my Twitter, well, not asked, someone had made a tweet and they said, what is a label that Haitian men need to come with? And I said, not necessarily a label, but just something that they communicate. And that's saying that they have the emotional capacity to be in love with one woman. However, they don't have the capacity to be sexually committed to one woman. An open relationship of sorts. And so somebody replied to it and they said, and I need to make sure I do this word for word.
Alleged. Well, this is not alleged.
This is not alleged.
This is word for word.
This is word for word.
Okay.
For us,
go ahead. For
us, Haitian men, our woman is a treasure. We want to keep her for ourselves. Having an open relationship with truly loves you is not in our culture. Why you can't be the treasure?
What was the last part?
Having an open relationship when we truly love you is not in our culture.
I don't want to be the treasure. You be the treasure. We treasure you. And that's why we need multiple treasures.
Right.
I need a treasure chest. I'm a fucking pirate.
Not a loop. Let me stop.
I'm a pirate.
Not a one piece.
I don't want one piece.
Oh,
I want several pieces. I don't. Do you ever go to Wendy's and get one piece chicken nuggets?
Right.
I want all the chicken nuggets.
Right. And I want you to be the treasure so that I can spread the wealth of my love, seminating niggas with inseminating Neanderthals on their beards.
Oh, I didn't catch you. He said. I've been trying to say it
At home,
so I don't say it on the podcast.
we just bleep it out.
But I do want to say, before we get back to that topic, I saw a TikTok and they were like, let's bring back context clues and critical thinking, right? If we say, for example, let's say we say Haitian men are cheating, right? Everybody's on here like, not all Haitian men cheat, no. Obviously, we're not talking about all Haitian men.
It's obvious.
It's a majority of you guys. It's just a stereotype. It's like black people and chicken wings and watermelon. Yeah, we don't all eat chicken wings and watermelon. But me personally, I'm gonna fuck up some chicken wings and watermelon. The majority of us, if I bring chicken or watermelon to a party, it's gonna be gone. Not everybody's gonna eat it, but a majority of us do. So let's bring back critical thinking. So when we're talking, don't make it seem like it's absolute.
Don't go and take an opinion and generalize it to the entire population. Again, this is not research. This is not scholarly research.
We do this for the viewers.
Dude, it's opinions, right? So someone is giving an opinion and you're like, not everybody. Now, what if I come up with statistics that do say everybody? You going to listen to me?
Follow me on TikTok. I have already posted my content consumer tips to everybody who has not been paying attention.
So I find it weird that the expectation is that like we need to be a treasure and we cannot. It's the lock and key theory, which I hate, but that's what he just said.
That's stupid.
Right.
That's stupid. I'm not a lock.
No.
And you guys don't even have a key to your own house. Like, you don't have your own apartment.
You don't even know how to make me come, and you want to have the fucking. You want to be.
You don't even have a key to
my
your
lock.
You don't even have a key to your car. Like, you don't have a car.
You don't even own it.
You don't even. Do you even have keys? Like,
do you even know where your keys are? Because you just always like put them places.
Do you have one key and like now you can't really have a key hook because that looks stupid for you to have like one key on there?
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
Yeah. So, and usually one key will open one lock. So, unless y'all are master keys and y'all Neanderthals, y'all not masters. Okay? Y'all not masters.
You want us to be subservient, but you're not doing anything to make that happen. Nah, you're tripping if you think that I'm supposed to be this national treasure that is locked in a vault that no one else can obtain, while you are going from museum to museum to museum to museum, doing whatever the freak you want, simply because you feel like you need to inseminate everything.
I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it at all.
So for other women like ourselves who don't like it, we're here to tell you the reason why Haitian men cheat. Allegedly. All right. So number one, brokenness. We talk about this a lot on this podcast. You know, there's just something about broke men that just don't sit right with my spirits.
We're gonna talk about men with money on this podcast too, because I know y'all think that it's better.
It's not.
It don't get better.
It's not.
It doesn't.
I mean, it gets better because you can tolerate things because you're being compensated. Yeah. So number one, brokenness. So there was a national see, I can't even say it. That's how important it is. There was a national longitudinal survey that surveyed 1,024 men. And the data which has shown and interpreted that men who are not the primary breadwinners in a relationship are more likely to be unfaithful. Why? Because apparently nothing makes a man feel like he's a man than a sexual conquest. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
There was something that I was telling Shirley this earlier. They said that broke people have the most kids and have the most sex because that's the only free activity out here.
Right.
So they can't afford to go to my compa class next week. If you guys are watching this, I got a compa class April 14th. They can't afford the class. So they're going to go try to smash other people. And then the women also can't make it to the class. So both of them are probably going to smash because there's nothing else to do with their free time.
Right. So think about that. Because you're broke, you need something to conquer because you can't conquer your woman because you're broke.
Oh, why they cheat? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say if you're broke, you're gonna have sex, period. But you're more likely going to cheat the broker you are.
Right. You're more likely to cheat the broker you are. That doesn't mean that like richer men do broke. They cheat as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason why they cheat is more related to them having to work longer hours, having to do more things in a setting that involves them being around another woman. Mm-hmm. Broke men cheat because they need to. It's pride. It's about sexual identity. So if we think about, unfortunately, we have to go back to like the time where Black men were being incarcerated. There's a large mass of Black men being incarcerated in the 80s. So that reduced the odds of Black men to Black women dating ratio. So what ended up happening is Black women tolerated Black men there being infidelity because there's something that Black men ate up. The Black community ate up because it said for every 10 women, there's only one man. So it was like, well, we don't have enough Black men to populate. So we're gonna share. And Black women ate that shit up.
One, we're gonna use context clues and critical thinking here. We are Black women who are interested in Black men. So a lot of the things that we are going to talk about are not white men because we don't care what they got going on or what they're doing over there. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's use context clues. We're not coming for Black men. Black men are the only ones we're interested
in dating. And the only men we have, and I have not had a white man in my life, so I'm not going to talk about him. I'm going to always talk about a Haitian man, or I'm always going to talk about Black men. Mm-hmm. So don't think that we're putting them down. This is all about who we are interested in and who we experience life with. Mm-hmm. All right? Keep it there.
Context clues.
Okay.
I don't care what the white people are doing.
The next one is Haitian men are sociopathic and they have narcissistic traits. Absolutely. So people who are sociopaths are typically antisocial. And we know Haitian men are not friendly unless it's to get pussy. Okay? Notably, if you have some form of antisocial, we're not talking about social anxiety because that's what y'all be thinking antisocial is. Antisocial personalities typically have narcissistic behaviors. Now, what is narcissism? Because you know you guys love using that word.
It's another word like toxic.
It's like toxic and it's like ADHD. Those are your favorite words on the internet right now. ADHD, narcissism, toxic. Oh, and the thing that my ex called me.
Oh.
Yeah.
A gaslighter. Oh man, there's a lot of them. Manipulation.
Yeah, you know, you guys, you love using those words.
What's a way to say like I'm working on my mental health, like that,
self-love,
like,
self-care.
Kind of like those. You guys are not self-caring correctly. y'all just avoid accountability and be like
capitalism. You avoid accountability by spending a whole bunch of money,
or avoid accountability and then just be like I'm protecting my peace.
I'm protecting my peace.
Protecting my
protecting my peace and toxic hotel.
Y'all just be saying stuff.
Grand rising head ass.
You gotta actually go to therapy because I feel like some people have been spreading this on the internet and then they're like, yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Let me take that and BS my whole life and not take accountability because I'm protecting my peace.
Right.
But you were saying toxic and
right. So narcissism. What is narcissism? For the Haitian people who are watching, because we're talking about Haitian men, but for anybody else who needs to know what narcissism is. So narcissism starts with you having fantasies about success, your power, your beauty, and your attractiveness. And typically all of that is grandiose, inflated sense of self. inflated sense of achievements. That's what you're doing.
Isn't that also a symptom of
Schizophrenia? Yeah.
My degree's in psych, y'all. So when I heard grandeur, I was like, "Ooh, that's schizo."
Right.
That's schizo.
So you're operating on a belief that you are unique and you are superior, but you are excessively in need of the admiration of others because you feel like you are superior. And typically narcissists don't have any empathy. They don't care that they hurt other people. They don't care that their behaviors and continued behaviors on purpose cause something, and they hold themselves as victims.
Okay. I was about to say, ooh, I fit that first part. I fit that I think that I am special and I think that I am extraordinary. I'm above a lot of y'all, but I don't need your admiration. I admire myself.
Period.
So
But if you're
confident.
But typically, they are very envious of other people while being arrogant, demeaning, and belittling.
So it's like the people that like, why does everyone like her when I'm better and I can do this and I can do that? Why is she getting all the attention?
But then, like, belittle that person and like go to her and be like, why? You'll say, why do everybody give her attention? And then go to her and be like, you ain't all that anyways. But like side eye.
I feel like you probably get a lot of narcissists attacking you.
Me? All the time. All the time.
Yeah, I feel like that.
I just be chilling.
I dated a narcissist.
Yeah. How's the issue?
And he was cheaper.
Well, remember, we're just coming from our lives, and that's just a little data that supports. The next one is that they're seeking validation. Now, I had a very close conversation with my ex about why he cheated, and can't wait to the day that we can get him on the podcast so we can have a conversation. But he's still, I don't know what he's trying to protect. Obviously himself, I guess. So I asked him, and he said he didn't know. So then I told him why I cheated on him. And then he was like, you know what? I was looking for someone to validate me. He said people were finding me attractive, and they were hitting on me, and it just made me feel good. It made my head big. So I didn't stop it. And then when it just got worse and worse and worse, I was eaten alive. And I just kept going.
That's scary. Because it's funny because I feel like people who are not in the Haitian community may, let's say you start dating somebody who's outside the Haitian community and then you realize, oh shit, Shirley's big shit around here. And then you kind of bring them into the spotlight, and all of a sudden that person is starting to get a little bit of notoriety from you. And then because it happened so sudden, they just get a big head all of a sudden. Because I feel like that happens to me sometimes. But since I've had a little bit of clout, I haven't really dated anybody. I dated people who already knew I had clout.
Right.
So it wasn't like that. It's kind of like they kind of expected it type shit. But that's scary for us, especially when this podcast blows up.
Period. So when I think about that ex, because it's not the one that called me a manipulator, I think, you moved to a different city and there was a whole bunch of new women, and having access to new women who know who you are, and then who finds out about your girl, because it didn't happen until people found out about me. And so he was away doing whatever for months, and no one knew he had a girl. And then I showed up one day, and next thing you know, apparently people put pictures of me in a group chat, and they were like, oh, he has a girl, and she's pretty, and she's this. And then,
why y'all do that?
And then they go find my social media, and they find out that I'm really, really pretty, and that I'm popular. And then that just apparently made them want him more.
Why do y'all do that? Why does the girl matter And I feel like, you know, he has a girl at that. You didn't like him before he had a girl, and now you like him now that he has a girl. That is
that was
weird.
actually written. I was like,
and
so
that needs to be in the DSM too. I'm
right,
sure it is.
right. I was like, so I mean, so you mean them they applied pressure because they knew your relationship? He's like, you know, people were flirting with me.
It's probably because it was you too. Like, not just because he had a girl, but because it was you.
Like, how do I? Right, because the person that he cheated on me with, I was like, she's very unattractive.
The celebrities do that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, the girls, like, the groupies only want to smash guys who got girls and then go on social media and be like, oh, that's why Offset was over here.
Right,
you know what I mean? Like, that's just weird. That's weirdo behavior.
Right.
And that's the correct term. Like, that's the correct way to use weirdo. Like, you don't just use weirdo because you don't like somebody.
So with the also, like,
we need to have a how you use these words correctly.
How do you use these words? So with also seeking validation, there comes the need to look for someone who's newer and more exciting to prove to themselves that they are still sexually capable and potent. They I got game. I can pull this. I can pull this. I can pull this. I can pull that. So it's like, again, everything ties into like Haitian men cheat, allegedly, because of sexual identity. What can I do to make me feel more like a man? What can I do to make me feel like I'm more sexually attractive? What can I do to make me feel like I'm better than I was before I met you?
Here's the thing. The sex that I have with Haitian men are not really great. And they're aware that it's not great. So why would you want to embarrass me in these goddamn streets?
Because they don't care about whether they're... That's another thing I talked about on my Twitter.
So how are you supposed to get validation? How are you supposed to have these ideas of grandeur? How are you supposed to be more confident?
Somebody else is going to tell them that they're good.
You know what it is? I think
women need to stop lying.
It's not the act of sex. It's the fact that you allowed them to have sex.
Mm.
Because they're like, yeah, you know, like talk a big game, and then they get in there one pump and go to sleep, but they feel accomplished because they actually got their dick in there, and that's a problem.
It's simply the fact that they were able to do it, and I think I told this to the boys, so my male friends. I was like, oh yeah, I just made that nigga eat my. I made that Neanderthal eat my vagina, and that was it. They're like, oh, you let him eat his pussy. You let him eat your pussy. He won. I was like, how? I made him eat me out. He didn't ask for it. I sat his ass down and made him do it. Nah, he won.
How does he win?
Because it's the fact that he got it.
Well, he didn't get it. He didn't get it.
Right. To us, he didn't get it. But to men, he got it.
To Haitian men? Because that don't make any sense. Did he get it? Well, come get it. Come get it.
He got it.
All right, then. Well, come get it, guys.
And I was like, you didn't get nothing.
Hey,
there is nothing that this man did that convinced me to give him anything.
Hey, he got it.
I find that so insane that, like, if I give a man head, he got it. And if he gives me head, he got it.
Well,
when do I get it?
No.
When am I the treasure?
Listen, it's fine. If you giving me head and I ain't got to do nothing for you, is getting it, you got it.
You got it.
You got it from me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I was just like,
just come and get it. It's a buffet. It's a buffet.
Well,
it's one of those things you can't. It's one of those you gotta just charge it to the game, honestly.
How is that charging it to the game?
Because it's like, he can go if this hypothetically the person was to go back to their boys and say that they did this. That's a W.
I thought they was gonna call him a lunch. They was gonna call him a sip.
A sip and a lunch.
Like, damn.
You didn't get the pussy. I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
That's I.
Yeah. On the flip side, yeah, you did.
Okay, but like if
that side,
if he got head, he would have won.
But trust me, a man can spin it. A man can spin it either way to make.
All it sounds like is y'all don't want women to win.
They don't want women to win.
Yeah, what is it? They don't like women for real.
Yeah, they don't like women.
And to say that to your homeboys, you must really like your homeboys.
Listen, we're gonna find out how much men love their homeboys when striking vipers come out. When striking vipers come out, and your man go and get his the Xbox Live or go start playing online. As soon as you see him put that shit down, you gonna know. You gonna know. You're just pussy. His homeboy is the love of his life.
You heard that? Your homeboy is actually the love of your life. We're just, the thing that God told you need to love to procreate. But you really love your homeboy.
But we're just a game. We just are broke for validation to see if you still got it.
Right. Come on now.
It's all that stuff.
Y'all don't really like us for real.
Oh, well, I was trying to tell you, they cheated. Damn. I should have wrote it down. Remember, we were on the phone and I was supposed to say something?
You was going, I feel like you was going. I was like, write it down.
I should
say it for podcasts.
I just feel like broke men really do be out here cheating, and they have this fake thing where they think they have money. And they really just be having 2-3 jobs. They be having 2-3 businesses, 2-3 jobs. You know what I mean? Like they work from 7 to 3, and they go to work from 6. You know what I mean?
That's how a broke man trapped me, y'all. That man seemed like he had money. But he didn't because he was working 2 to 3 jobs. But they were like 2 to 3 jobs. You know how jobs pay you, right? Like they pay you not a lot. Like, but if you get rid of 2 jobs, you're technically broke.
Oh, facts. Yeah, because that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time y'all spend. And that's where I'm like, how do you have the time? You have 2-3 jobs.
I don't understand. You know what? I do understand. I do understand because it happened to me. I know how. I wasn't there. It couldn't happen when I was there.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be at work.
That's what I said. But instead of being at work, you got women in. You know how y'all be talking about men who borrow women cars?
Oh. Yikes.
So that leads me into the signs that a man is cheating.
I ain't gonna lie. I had a Haitian man who was not a cheater at all.
But he borrowed your car?
Well, he borrowed my car. But
what's he doing with the car?
he was looking for But he wasn't cheating.
Do y'all hear how crazy this sounds? Nah, I'm a therapist, not crazy. You know how do you hear what this sounds like?
I've been cheated on twice. Both of them were Haitian men. Okay? And this is at a point in time in my life, I don't want to say that I didn't love myself, but I feel like I was in a helping mode. I was in a build
Captain Save a Neanderthal.
I was Barbara the Builder. This girl. I was Barbara the Builder. I was helping build empires. You feel me?
For people who weren't even pharaohs.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was, and still to this day, there's no like proof of cheating. I just know there was cheating going on because my sixth sense is great. I'm a Haitian woman. Okay? And I ain't make these men spaghetti. I should have made them the spaghetti.
Should have made the spaghetti with a hint of.
I'm joking. But this is like early, my early UCF days or right before. Right. Yeah.
It's okay to acknowledge that like your worth may have been tied to the status of your relationship.
I think, you know what it was? It's in high school, I was always in a relationship. Like I moved to 4 different high schools and I had a boyfriend every single year at different schools. And so like the next boyfriend that I got after high school, I was not aware of how crappy Neanderthals could be. Mm-hmm. You know, I never had a bad experience. So I wasn't tarnished until then, until that time. So, and then I also thought, so after that, that's when I was at Miami-Dade. When when I came to UCF, I thought I was gonna have like you know, my college crush. You know, we're gonna build, we're gonna, you know, be together forever, like college sweetheart type thing, whatever. And I tried to make it work, but he was, and I was so shocked to have two crappy men back to back. It wasn't back to back. There was one good dude in the middle. He was not Haitian, and then I had the other crappy Haitian man. And I was just like, you know what? Maybe Haitian men are for me. Well, my ex was Haitian, and he's not a bad guy at all.
Mm-hmm. So what is that, like 50% good, 50% bad?
Of Haitian?
Of the men you've dated? Not including high school relationship?
What do you mean?
Like the statistic.
Of them being good or being Haitian?
2 were good, 2 were bad?
If we count like the little crappy 3 months ones.
No, you can't count anything that's like 3 months because there's no significance there.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. After high school, I had that crappy Haitian man that had a good Black American. And then I had a crappy Haitian man. And then I had a narcissist Haitian man, but he wasn't a cheater.
Still.
And then good Haitian man. So
2, 3.
3 out of 5?
3 out of 5 were bad.
3 out of 5 were good.
We're good.
Okay. Yeah, there's only 2 pieces of crap, and they were Haitian.
2 out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, all of the people that are in a relationship.
I definitely want to have an episode where I tell you guys why we broke up, and you let me know if I was the problem. Because I really don't believe truly in my heart, like, I feel like everybody has to say, oh yeah, there's things that I contributed, there's things that I contributed. I did not contribute.
That's exactly what I said. My therapist was like, are you sure? And I was like, I'm positive that I did not do a thing. I didn't cause the end of my relationship. Mm-hmm. I did not ask anybody to cheat on me. How do you ask for this? Exactly. What do you do to ask for somebody to go do something?
Exactly.
You don't do none of that stuff? Mm-hmm. No.
What your therapist did?
She was trying to get me to dig deep to bring accountability onto me. Like, I broke it down to her, and I was just like, we agreed to the terms of our relationship. We said that this is what we would do. He asked me previously. I said no. He brought it up again. I said no. He brought it up a 3rd time, and I said, well, as long as you don't do anything. And then the 4th time he does it. How is it my fault that the relationship ended?
See, it don't be our fault.
No.
Yeah, I can't take accountability for something that I ain't do. Right. I'm sorry.
Right. No accountability.
Yeah, we both didn't do nothing. It's like when Shaq was like, oh, me and Shawnee's whole relationship, it was all me. She didn't do a thing wrong. I'm Shawnee.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But remember, he originally said that she wasn't providing enough, and then as he got older, he realized that he just wanted way too much.
He might be Haitian.
He wanted way too much, and he had too much things accessible, and so he had a large expectation, and now he's old and lonely, and feels lonely, and feels like he don't got anything. So, dang, sorry for you, sorry for that man. You're out here chasing unlimited pussy, just to find out that that's not what you want when you get older.
That's sad. So, I know the viewers are gonna ask, are we gonna do why Haitian women cheat episode?
We're gonna do a why Haitian women cheat. We gotta look into the why. We're gonna do some research first as well, just like we did research for this one, right? You know, survey.
We didn't need research for that one. Like, that's all the things that I already knew.
Right. The survey did not survey Haitian men. Like, I tried to do a survey. My master's research study was actually going to be, the title was Why Haitian Men Cheat. And I put out the survey, and after 3 months, I did not get anybody to participate. One, I do go to a predominantly white school, so it is already literally 13% of UCF was Black. So to find a Haitian man would probably be 2-3% of the school. And then on top of that, Haitian men like to lie. They like to lie. So like that would bring my opportunity down to like 1%.
Any Haitian man that says Haitian men don't cheat
is lying.
The biggest cheater.
Let me tell you about this
I've
trip.
ever seen.
Let me tell you about this
probably
trip.
in both of our DMs.
Let me tell you about this trip I went on.
Oh, I was Shirley went to Haiti, and I wanted to tell her and ask her how many Haitian men did she see cheating over there.
To support the cause of this episode, I am not here because the last time we reported on something, we were called a gossip podcast. We're not a gossip podcast. We don't sit here and gossip about people's lives.
I'm gonna gossip on a Patreon.
We don't gossip on this podcast. We just talk and things come up. Mm-hmm. It's not gossiping. We're not trying to share your little secrets and tell the whole world. We simply have conversations. For the purpose of this conversation, the amount of Haitian men that I saw in this place cheating. I'm hurting myself. That's how much I was cheating. You guys are
Say it. Just say it.
Y'all got some problems. What's up with y'all, man? I'm over here like, bro, what?
I don't see why you thought it was smart for you to just go cheat in Haiti where all the other Haitian Americans are also at. It's not like you went to Haiti. It's not like you went to Haiti by yourself and nobody know you. Y'all all in the same group. You guys all know each other.
But you know the thing is, like I said about like the previous like 1970s, Haitian women tolerated it. Mm-hmm. Not Haitian women, Black women in the U.S. tolerated that. That was what men thought. There was a scarcity mindset, right?
I think they're still tolerating it, but they're tolerating it from the viewpoint of they don't want to be single and lonely.
Right. So right now, I don't know about the women that they're partnered with, but I can bring it back to something that recently happened with someone I know, where people just kept saying, "Oh, she had to know, she had to know, she had to know, she had to know," and she actually had no clue.
I can't help you with that. You had to know.
That's the point. Everyone keeps saying that, but as
nobody said it to her, or she just didn't believe when people said it to her. Because I'm sure it has come up. It has definitely come up.
Right. It came up. Again, if there's one thing I know about people in general, they don't believe things until there's proof. And there was no proof. It was always speculation. Everything was a speculation. But people had proof. They just didn't want to provide the proof. I think people could have solved the issue if they really cared. They could have provided proof. If I had proof, I would have been like, look, this is what I saw. But I never had proof.
And I think that's probably why I think we should be providing proof. I'm one of those people, like, if I know the girl and I have proof, I'm giving you proof, girl. And I remember that's how I fell out with one of my friends, is because a friend of ours, boyfriend was trying to sleep with my friend. And she wasn't sure if she should tell him. She was like, you know what? Let me just mind my business, da da da. And I was like, no, that's a friend of ours. So I was like, hey, your man tried to sleep with blah, blah, blah. And she said, oh, thank you for telling me. They eventually got married. But everybody in the group chat was like, that's none of your business, Sarah.
Right.
Da, da, da.
Right.
But now she's married, but she's not ignorant. So you chose, like, you know what's going on, but you get to choose. And there's nothing wrong with keeping your cheating man. You feel
right?
me?
It's okay. It's okay to make the decision to stay.
Yeah.
It's having the option to know and to choose what you do from that moment.
I'm surprised you didn't know.
I kid you not. The only thing that I could do was sense. And I said something when I sensed it, but I never had proof. Yeah. The one thing about this, Neanderthal, that man knew how to hide stuff.
He knew who to hide it from. Because nobody else.
Because every room that I was in, I would have suspicions based on like certain like body languages, but there was never any like moves made when I was there, at least. But everybody else saw stuff, and I was like, "Well, I'm everywhere, and I don't want to see shit." Which says to me that when I'm around,
they know better.
They know better. Yeah. So part of me is like everyone that I saw at this Haiti trip doing what they want to do. Part of me is like, do the person that they're with actually know? Do they actually know?
I don't know, but I do want to leave the episode on this. If you have a girlfriend, can you please put them on your pinned in your Instagram? Because how am I supposed to know that you're single or not if you don't have your girl on your page with your nonsense? Oh, I like to keep my life private.
But that's the point, though. The point is that they don't want people to know.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is like I like single men.
Right.
So if I start talking to you and then I find out you have a girl, I no longer want to talk to you.
I have
and
one story.
If you try to talk to me, like if you try to talk to me and you have a girl, I no longer want to talk to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I want to be next. I don't want to be during.
I don't want to. I also don't want to be someone that you're like not going to do anything with because you know you're going to stay with your person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this one guy that just got married, like 2 years ago, and also has a child. So we're at a party
in Haiti.
We're at a party in Haiti. We're having a good old time. We start dancing, and then what is he? He does something. And by that time, I already have enough liquor in my system to not care what's happening. So we're dancing, we're having a good time, and I vividly remember him putting his hand around my neck. I'm a little kinky, y'all. You put your hand behind my neck, you're sending one message to me. We're gonna keep this. One message is being sent to me in this moment. So I go, hey, your hand's on my neck. I don't have any reason to be loyal. You do. If you want to start something, you're going to keep your hand on my neck. If you don't, let it go. He grabs my neck and he turns my face to his face and he says, what are you talking about? I said, oh. Oh. I said, one thing I need you to know, I don't like married men and I don't like married men with children. And he looked at me and he let go of my neck. And I said, oh, that's what I mean. And I turned around. When I tell you, if I didn't have that little ounce that was not being influenced by alcohol.
If you didn't open your jaw.
If I didn't open my mouth and say that one line, this man would have probably pulled me to the bathroom to do outlandish stuff to me. Outlandish stuff that married men with a 2-year-old child should never do. That is how much cheating went on in Haiti. That is how you. Wow.
I don't even think it's just Haiti. I feel like when they're not in their city,
yeah,
it's all it's different.
Yeah,
but the other thing is like you're doing it with people that you see all the time.
All the time. But the thing is, it's the people that people see all the time that's not saying nothing. They're not gonna say nothing. That's the reason. Women.
What happens in Orcop stay in Orcop.
The women are tolerable. They're not gonna say anything. I've been a victim of that. I'd be like, oh, you want to cheat on your girl? It's none of my business. I don't even want you. I just want to do it. Don't say nothing.
Facts.
You don't say nothing.
But you can't just give me dick. I need other stuff.
On that note, I hope that we have provided you some thorough education on why Haitian men cheat.
And entertainment. Please like and share.
Allegedly. So while you're here, don't forget to like,
comment, share, subscribe. Come to my class.
Do a poll.
Oh yes, there's questions. If you're on Spotify, there are questions on the bottom of the episode. So just scroll down and be like, yeah, I love your podcast and I'm going to share it and follow you guys and subscribe on YouTube.
We also like when you DM. You can DM us. Ask us any questions. We got questions and confessions. So if you have a question or confession, slide in our DMs.
Whether you're married or not. Because we already know y'all cheat.
Right.
And if you got a girl, please put her on your pin thing so I know, so I can slide in your DMs if you're available.
Bing long. All right, y'all. Pieces. Is this pieces?
That's deuces.
Deuces.
You don't say
Let me
pieces.
do it again. All right, y'all.
Peace.
Deuces.
This is peace. And
Deuces. Deuces.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Deuces.
And it's
You don't say pieces.
Treces.
You can say peace.
Treces.
You can say peace or deuces.
Treces.
I don't like y'all.
Thank you for listening. New episodes of This Is Not That Pod drops every Tuesday, so keep up with us by pressing that follow button.
We want to hear how much you're feeling us. So if you love the show, leave us a review. Be sure to read our show notes and tap or click around to support our sponsors.